Hello everyone and welcome back to another Godzilla Battle Line video, and today, special day, we are taking a look at Godzilla Ultima Scarlet Dust version. I'm a big Ultima girly, you know this, you love this, maybe you don't love this, but you know this. We're taking a look at Godzilla Ultima Scarlet Dust version. I have played a bunch of games with them since unlocking them on the live stream. We also played a lot of games with them on the live stream. You can go check that out. It was a few days ago. By the time you're seeing this video, it was probably like 3 or 4 days ago. Alright. Let's go in to Godzilla Scarlet Dust version. 6 cost. You can see this video right here. Very cool. A lot of dust. Let's see what it's about. Mine is at level 20. At level 20, he's got 4,178 HP and 956 attacks. He's pushing 1,000 attack at level 20. His attack speed is 2.4. His search range is 90. His reach is 85. Targets leader ground aerial facilities. His movement speed is 10. And then he has right here taken damage 135%, 1 second, 135%, 5 seconds. So let's see what that is about. On deployment, applies an effect on all surrounding enemies that increases damage taken by 35%. When attacking, if the target does not have an effect that increases damage taken, applies an effect that increases damage taken by 35% for 5 seconds. Once the effect that increases damage is applied, it can only be applied again after 5 seconds. A support unit that applies an effect over a wide area that increases damage taken. It is an effective unit when it can attack from behind a vanguard of allied units with high HP. When working with allied group units and units with fast attack speed, it can even defeat stronger enemy units. And that is true. We are going to try to put him behind some beaters. I took out Rio and I took out Final Wars, but God, if I ended up losing a bunch of matches trying to film this video, I'm putting him back in. Putting him behind Final Wars is like a death sentence for anything in front of him. He's a really good unit. He's mostly a utility support unit than he is a damage dealer, but once he puts on that 35% damage or damage taken, he is dealing a lot of damage. He's already pushing about 1,000 damage for me right now. When he puts that 35% debuff on and he hits again, he's going to be hitting for over 1,000 damage. We're going to put him behind something like GMK Godzilla or Desghidorah, or even, I mean, not behind -1, but we're going to try to put him behind GMK and Desghidorah because they have AoEs. So if we can get that that attack down on some of the AoE, oh my god. If we can get the attack increase on enemies with the big dust cloud, because the dust cloud applies it as well. The dust cloud will give it to them. And then the AoEs can just sweep them up from there, which would be really good. Or we can maybe have the debuff get applied via the dust, and then we blow them up with -1 in the water. Don't know, but we're going to figure it out. So this is the deck, this is what we're using, and if I get my ass kicked, I'm putting Rio and Final Wars back in my deck. Seminole. Shout out to the Seminole. Alright, look, we got him in our hand in the beginning. We don't even really need this Ultima, but he's there for flavor. The original Ultima, not this new one. But it ends up working out, because if we can get the new Ultima to apply the debuff, we can have the old one pick up the slack from behind. Alright, so there is a Super Godzilla. We are going to put Desghidorah with Ultima, providing they don't have a -1 right here. There's Scar King. We'll give them a shield. See, now they have the debuff on, right? They both have the increased damage taken. They've killed our, what's his name? Ultima, but it was enough to have our Desghidorah kill out the Super Godzilla, which is fantastic. There's a -1. Okay, so they do have a -1. We were right. We just didn't call it, you know, when he showed up. We'll put Mothra right here. Not really for the stun immunity, which that is nice because we know he has a Scar King, but mostly because I want to slow this guy down while he's in the water so we can get our original Ultima to evolve. So he'll become 6 cost in a second, and then we'll have OG Ultima and Scarlet Dust Ultima. We'll use both of them together right here. So here is OG Ultima. There's the heat ray. We're going to wait a second. We're going to wait to place our new Ultima. Placing him here. There it is. So now we have both Ultimas. Boom, boom. Take them down. Double Ultima. We call them the Beatdown Brothers. Oh god, what is that? The Operation whatever it's called? Damn, alright, it got us, it got us, it got us. Ultimas killed each other, that's fine. Let's do Mothra here again, because we don't know what he's placing. We'll put the Stun Immune, because in case Scar King comes back. Baggin. But we can deal with Baggin with regular Ultima, because he's going to be out of range of the lightning, and then we can put his brother right behind him. I think that's probably the move. Oh gosh. Armor Mothra, Armor Mothra. Okay, so he took him down. Our Mother's probably going to take down our Ultima. No, he's going to come close, though. Both Ultimas, fantastic. He still has that -1 in the water, so let's just try to do this. Our OG Ultima has lost his thing, but regular Ultima has not. So now we have OG Ultima pinned on the leader, but look at this. The defense down Ultima is going to at least chunk a ton of health out of this Super Godzilla before he dies. Actually, my Ultima didn't even die, but the leader dies. So that was an excellent battle. I didn't really get to do what I wanted to with both of the Ultimas, but I think that was a pretty good showcase of the new Ultima and showing what he could do, so we're keeping that video in. Scooby89. We have fought them many times before. I'll say we meet again. I'm going to throw this guy in the water. He's not expecting the OG Ultima to make an appearance here. He's expecting, for sure, probably this new one. Let's see how he responds. Is that Kiryu Hat? It is Kiryu Hat. And regular Kiryu. That's fine, because this Kiryu's going to show up here. He's get the defense down anyway, because he's in our red area. But we're going to put the defense down on Kiryu Hat. We're using Mothra to capitalize on that. So yeah, even if you don't put the Ultimas behind I honestly works for either Ultima. Even if you don't put them behind a like beefy target, having them paired up with really long range characters is also going to work extremely well, because they are going to do exactly what they want to do from long range, and that is just pump out a massive amount of damage. So our Ultima is probably going to go down here to the GMK and the Dorats, but I'm not super worried about that, because we're going to place the other Ultima again, cycle him out super quickly. What is that? G21? Interesting. Alright, so we're at least going to be able to put the defense down on the G21, and hopefully we can pump out enough damage that he dies, yep, before killing any of our other guys. It really makes a huge difference. It really, really makes a huge difference, the 35% defense down. And I'm pretty sure for you guys who were playing the game last year, 35 defense down, I believe, is what Destroya Ariake was placing before he got changed. So I think right now he does something like 20 or 25 or something, or maybe even 30. But this Godzilla has 85 range, and he's placing the same kind of defense down that OG Ariake had. That might not mean a lot to some of the newer players who have joined the game in the last 6 or 7 months. But man, if you played last year, March 2024, until, I don't know, November-ish of 2024, you know exactly the pain that Ariake could bring. So this is comparable levels of defense down. Hi, I'm Gojira, also with the Takoyaki Master title. So what we're going to do is we're going to place Godzilla Terrestrius right here. He's probably, I'm going to assume he's going to try to hit us with the gravity beam at some point. There's a Shin Godzilla. There's an Orga. What we're going to do is Ultima. There's a Burning. So we're going to give them the defense right there. We're going to put the defense down there because he's got the one hit of immunities. We got the evolution. Fantastic. They both have defense down. -1 explosion. Kill them both. And then we're going to heal through that. And then our other Ultima, the red dust one, had his invulnerability still on him. So we're going to send Mothra up because she's low cost now, which is really great. And we're going to get some energy back from her. So she's basically like a 3-cost unit. I'm a big fan of that. He played a swarm unit directly into our big cloud of defense down. If he gets close enough to the enemy leader, he will apply defense down to the leader with the smoke. However, he doesn't need to do that. He just needs to get within 85 meters, and he can apply it. And then we have Mothra picking it up as well. I will say, I'll say you're formidable. I hope he doesn't think I'm being an asshole, but we just totally just destroyed him there. Samuel 02. All right, Samuel. Look, again, we get the Ultima brothers in hand. So we're going to do Terrestrius. And then we're going to probably play this other Ultima with him unless something comes up and we can just nuke him with -1. It doesn't look like that's the case. So we will place Dust Ultima with him here. Depending on what pops out there, we either -1 him or we give him the immunity. Don't even need to -1 him. We're going to get the evolution. Unless he somehow kills us out, which he's not. We have the defense down on that guy big. So we have our Ultima sitting waiting in the wings. Now here's his Orga. that we're going to put that defense down on. Boom, boom, cleaned him up there. Nice. Orga's going to come back, which is not really super great for us because he has all that extra damage, but we were able to put that defense down on him temporarily enough that it's going to let our Ghidorah make it through. If we save up our energy now, we can actually get Mothra and Ultima Red Dust in a second. So we'll do Mothra here, and then Ultima Red Dust is 6. We also, wow, great timing. We put the stun immune on, and that guy just totally did not even do what he wanted to do. Maybe we can get our invincibility out so we avoid that big hit of damage. I think we do still take the burning. No, we don't even hit the burning. But we're applying defense down. Nope, this isn't the Ultima that's applying defense down. That's the only bad thing about using both Ultimas, is it is super confusing on which one is doing exactly what. What is that? Ariake burning. So we applied defense down to the leader. Our Mothra was already trained on the leader. It's cooked. Once you get the defense down on the enemy leader, it's really, really hard to get out of that, especially if the opponent is taking advantage of it. And we're using a lot of long-range characters to take advantage of this. Mothra, Ultima, Ghidorah. So it's really strong. I hope I'm making it clear how fast we're winning some of these battles. It is really strong, putting that 35% defense down and being able to capitalize it up so quickly. Because even the Ultima by himself can capitalize on it extremely well. But if you have other characters that are kind of out of the way that are hitting, it's phenomenal. Super X would probably go crazy in this deck too, but I think if I put it in here, I would lose the 5.5 energy buff. We got the Destroy a Fan over here, also using this Mothra, the Rainbow Mothra. So we're going to do what we've been doing with Terrestrius in our opening hand. We're going to try to get him evolved as soon as humanly possible. What's he got? Gauss over there. Maybe he's using what is it called? Gamera? Maybe he's using Gamera deck. It's alright. I think it's a little too late. I don't think he's going to be able to get our -1 destroyed unless he is unless he had a -1 there, but doesn't look like he did. We have a -1 right here. We are playing our -1 straight into the field of damage, but I think it's all right. I think we're going to be able to get around it. And we still have our Mothra up. She is hanging on by a thread, but she's not going to let this Varan pass. So I think we are playing a... I think we are totally playing a Gamera deck. I don't see Gamera, though. What we'll do is we'll do Ultima, the new one. She'll die, and then we'll use... There's the Gamera. We'll use Ghidorah. Because with the... At least with the Gameras here, we can dispense the defense down pretty rapidly. And because of that, we can take down the Gamera stuff really efficiently. Although he did just Dimension Tide straight into us, but we have an AoE right here. Let's take his guys down. Not a big deal. Take all them down. Not a big deal. We will do Ultima here. So he's going to be able to put guys out faster than we are. Whether I like it or not, we may have to lean on the Void Ghidorah a little bit more. But I think we're in a good spot. We're going to be able to output a lot of damage. We're going to be able to get these defense downs out as well. Life Force skills is giving everything the immunities, which is to be expected. He's pushing our guys back, which is super annoying, but we were able to work through it. We have both of our Ultimas trained on this guy. We are working through his immunities. He has the defense down, but we are at long enough range from this Ultima, at least with our primary one, that it's not going to be a big deal. There's Gamera. He's going to Dimension Tide us again, I feel. But I think we can get Ultima trained on him. Perfect. Perfect. I don't think we need to hit the Void just yet. I think we're good. I think we can kill out some of these choppers. This Gauss. Let's go back with Red Dust Ultima. He's also using Red Dust Ultima. So even if I don't do a good showing of this character, he's got him too. And it seems to be working out pretty well. Because look, he's Dimension Tiding us into his Ultima to give us all the defense down, which is a really strong strat that I didn't consider that. Someone earlier today, I don't remember who, in either my Discord or another Discord, told me like, oh yeah, you should, maybe it was Slambo, it was like, oh, you should try Dimension Tide in this deck because it looks really explosive-y, and I was like, I didn't even respond, but in my head I was like, yeah, maybe. But you see, look, we have the defense down on the enemy leader, and it really doesn't even take too much to finish up the job. And he gave up. See, he had us on the back foot for a while. As soon as we were able to get defense on an enemy leader, and we worked our way through, and we used some other units, and we just totally rinsed his entire health bar, it was over. So, there you have it. Guys, I am telling you, I think the Ultima is the best new unit from the season. Now, I know when this video goes live, we haven't reviewed the Operation Taba yet, or Taraba, or whatever it's called. Tabo, Taro, whatever. And I think that's also really good. I think that this Godzilla Ultima is going to be extremely strong going forward. He has 85 reach with a 90% search range. The search range, whatever, he can detect you from far away. The 85% reach is really good. That is the same reach that Desghidorah has. Desghidorah also has the same 90 range, or 90 search range, 85% reach. Ultima is applying 35% defense downs passively with his AoE and on hit, and when he kills an enemy, it will just like grant it to the surrounding characters. It is an extremely strong ability. It is a comparable level of defense down to Destroyer Ariake pre-nerf, and that was a meta unit. That was absolutely meta. It was phenomenal. This, I don't know if he's going to be quite as good as Ariake. He's a little bit harder to use, I think. But man, is he potent. I mean, this is the character that I think is my summer character. I think I'm going to GMAT the hell out of this guy. Super strong. He worked extremely well with the other Ultima. He worked extremely well with all of our AoE guys. Because look, if you have the defense down on like 4 or 5 guys, you saw with the Gamma deck, we had a bunch of guys. As soon as Desghidorah or GMK comes in to sweep it up, or even -1, they'll have defense down, 35% damage taken. It's over, right? You just completely annihilate them. So that's how I'm playing this guy. I really like him. This is my best unit of the month. He's like a 10 out of 10, right? This guy's like a straight 10 out of 10. I'm a big fan. I can't stress it enough. This is also the wrong Ultima. I realize it's this one. I am a huge fan of the other one, but I'm a huge fan of this one too. So guys, that is what I have for you today. I hope you learned something here. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.